EYUC 2024 coming at you live from Ghent. I'm Stefan Rapazzo alongside Amelia Durbin to bring you this, what is the last round of pool play in the mixed division, and because these are the number 2 and 3 seeds, the winner of this will very likely determine which one goes through. Romania playing from behind would have to win by a little bit of a margin, but I really do have to look into the match of this. The head-to-head could do it either way. A enormous match to end a long tournament in a very small division.
Yeah, big Belgian sideline as expected in their home country. Very exciting. And dare I say, I think this is the first Romanian national team I've seen.
I believe it is. It's for sure the first I've seen. I get around, I see a bunch of Ultimate. I don't think I've ever seen them on the national stage. I've seen some club teams from Romanian sides make their way out to some smaller tournaments, but very happy to see a Romanian side out here showing up and having a go of everything here.
Disc is in the air. Game is underway.
So Belgium start with the first disc. Krombes sends it forward to the sideline and back to the middle. Nino Krombe again, and that one swatted away. Foul called immediately. Let's see how they discuss.
Close one there, but retracted or accepted.
Yeah, they go over top, get some positive meters there. Dale goes back, and Krombe again. Krombe's been the anchor of this side, bouncing it off the sideline and getting it straight back towards center. The fake hammer to Force, and then blades one over the top with a flick of the wrist. Dumont gets it again. And Dale goes back to Dumont. Dale goes back into Tour de Force. Krombe, Romanian zone, able to slow them up. Pass count mounting into the 30s already. But Belgium maintaining possession.
Yeah, Belgium looking really comfortable against this zone, actually, always being able to find a free option.
Fired one in, and continuation. Krombe finds the seam on the sideline, and Belgium take 39 passes right into the goal.
Yeah, really well worked from Belgium and well deserved. I think credit where credit's due for Romania for having the confidence to hold the zone all the way up into the end zone. Maybe just a little bit more defensive intensity needed to generate the blocks, but they got close, but after that foul call, stepped off a little bit, maybe a little bit cautious. But yeah, Fromber just finding that seam at the sideline, just jumping it in for a goal. 1-0. Get to see what this Romanian O-line can do now. So Belgium secured the goal there, which means they'll be coming out on defense now. Mixed division will be doing ABBA for gender. So I think we're currently on 4 male matching players. No, 4 female matching players, my apologies. So after that, it will follow up with another 4 female matching players, and then back to the original gender.
ABBA.
ABBA.
You a fan of the musical band ABBA?
Love ABBA.
Tough not to love.
Red flag if someone doesn't see.
Romania coming out of their own ends. First offensive look on screen for them as they send deep looking for the big target. Shad does get under it. in the corner, leads and fires to find Smiticiuk for the goal, and Romania answer in quick fashion.
Yeah, the number 9 shirt of Shad there credits his sporting hero to be himself. You can see why. A good receiver, confident throw.
Confident straight up and down with responses like that, but he's getting it done, giving himself more reason to back himself as his own hero.
But his career highlight is making friends, so that's nice. We like to hear that.
Transylvania, he comes from, of course, you know, the original initial thoughts of Transylvania always lead to tales of Count Dracula, maybe Bram Stoker's version, but the tale exists nonetheless, whether it is folklore alone, but of course, nothing vampirical about the Romanians or this Romanian team, but it is, it's where the mind leads you when I read the word Transylvania.
I sometimes have to remind myself it's a real place.
Yeah, it does seem like a mythical location sometimes, or did because of the way it was perceived while growing up.
I completely agree.
Belgium. DeForce family full of ultimate players. Pais. Back to DeForce. And that one off the hands. Pais can't hang on.
Shard with his hands in the air saying, wait, wait, wait.
Shad kicks it out and fired forward by Jordash, and another score for Romania. This one a break.
Just want to give a quick shout out to Belgium's kit supplier offering tanks. Love to see it. I'm a big fan of a tank. I'm just thinking, wow, they've all got tanks on. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, I remember Zone Ultimate back in the day used to be able to get away with that, and I would always go the sleeveless. It's not a tank either. It's sleeveless. I like the collar to be the same.
Yeah, I agree.
But sleeveless, the sleeveless option is good. You know, looking back through this division, it's a small division, as we said, only 4 teams in it. Romania and Belgium met in the second round, and Romania won that game on universe points. So I'm sure this one's been circled for a long time by the Belgians, especially the way they've gone after that, really only losing to Italy after that game. So it's a huge game, and they're here for it. Romania have come out with a nice break to really shift the initial stages of holding and putting a bit of pressure on Belgium there. Does that land in?
That's landed in, yep.
Yeah, favorable land and roll. So Belgium playing out of their own end. Spin around, short pass into the end zone. Jacobs. Over to Combe. High release to the corner. Dahl gets it again. Dahl finds a seam. Nice seam indeed. He gets Dumont. And that one flippered straight back, and now to Combe on the far sideline. And a huge bid.
Mario Simonucci there.
Gets it done, huge layout bid, and now Jordash has the disc, and Scafario. Jordash zips one underneath. Voiku to Shad. Smiticiuk.
You did that much better than I.
I took a long time in my head before anything came out, I'll tell you that. Wow, it is an interesting, beautiful name, but it has some pronunciation to work on. No thinking necessary. We do have some disco hands happening in the middle of the field, which would indicate that a travel was called. That looked like a scintillating throw upon first look watching live. We can watch again here, but a travel definitely called. Here is the throw. Ah, yeah.
Lifts the foot.
Lifts the foot, the pivot foot lifted right off the ground, and they'll have to do that again. But I thought they had to do exactly the same. Jordash. Low throw, but hangs on. Nice collection there by Wojciech. Sminticujic sends. Shad is the target on this team, and they are using him very well. They've broken again.
Yeah, Mario, insert hard to pronounce name then, because I don't think I've been talking for too long today. Number 21, in his bio, he did say, look out for layout blocks. And his interesting fact is that he's friendly, which is lovely and has warmed my heart. But a lovely layout D. And conversion. Belgium down 2 breaks now, 2 in a row. Not really sure what they can do differently. Just the defense from the Romanian side really strong. Belgium 100% have a more favourable sideline, willing them through it. Lots of parents and fans out here cheering them on.
I'll tell you what, the last 2 rounds, both open and women's, the Belgian sides have been down, and the massive Belgium sidelines have seen them back into the games in both cases. Got away with 1 win, a universe point loss in the other. This one, well, it would be nice if it came down to the wire too, both for us, those of you at home, and most certainly for the fans in the stands here on the sidelines. As you see, Shad already racked up 2 points, only 3 on the board for Romania.
Come on, Belgium!
Oh, someone's got a drum. Pool lands in, rolling. Hold out the back.
So that will come to the front line. And tapped into play. Orjana gives it straight back. Sends way upfield, and as said, great pickup there by Verostap. Botekin. Oh, the scuba and Shad got a piece of it, but not enough. But the ensuing throw gets away, and Romania are going to have another chance to break. Deep shot up right away, and the step in front D there by Botekin. And it's back in the hands of the Belgians. Botekin. Shovel pass forward. Now, Vermeersch.
Zone look from Romania, trapping Belgium it seems.
Bat moves it on. Talon. Talon gives the big shot. Company's coming, and it sucks in the intended receiver. Botekin could not get the full read on it because of the help defense, or just the defense that took the inside line and threatened to go up early. Jordash takes the under. Wojciech. Wojciech fakes everything, then Scafariu. Smithicujic leads up the line. Hammer, and it's Shad there, and Shad is coming down with everything. gives the lefty into the end zone, a rejoicing hug from Voicu, the recipient. And Romania have stormed out of the gates here. 4 in a row, 3 of those breaks.
Yeah, really impressed with this Romanian side. Like we said, it's the first time that we've seen a Romanian side, specifically for me. I don't know if you've seen one. They've come here and really impressed. And also, only a roster of 14. A really, really small roster, so have clearly built loads of connections over the last couple of days, whereas Belgium almost nearly double the roster size, comfortably 8 or 9 more players.
A massive roster for the Belgians. Romanians tight-knit, they're young, they can keep running. Elisha Shad, American-born player, doing it for the Romanians, is really putting on a clinic to start this game. It's 4-1, 15 minutes in. We're going to take a short break and be back with more action after the timeout. Back in the game, and the Romanians wave their flag proud after a strong start, despite the drum-beating efforts by the Belgian fan base on the sideline. They have got their work cut out for them early. 4-1 to the Romanians out the gates.
Yeah, big Belgium sideline here, just banging on their drums, shouting Belgium. Wondering if maybe a little bit too much of a stage, too much of an audience.
The pressure, too much pressure. Is that what you're possibly suggesting?
That's what I'm trying to spit out, but struggling.
You're doing a great job with it.
5 games into my first gig, and my sentences are becoming worse.
You are nailing everything out here, Derbs. Keep up the good work, as Romania will hope to do, and Belgium will hope to get going now. As a nice fake sold there. Sell him the bridge in New York next. DeForce goes back to Dahl. DeForce again, and Dahl in the middle. Finds a seam, gets some meters to find Dumont. And then moves it through Pais. Pais collects again. The Romanian zone making them really throw and change direction. Combe chips it off. The Belgian average pass distance is very, very short comparatively to what the Romanians have done. They are really just moving the angle of attack by small amounts every time. But as long as they do that with frequency and, of course, success, they will find their way in. DeForce goes back to Dahl. Dahl finds his way in the middle. DeForce. Now Dumont. Just inside the opposite brick mark, and now inching their way closer. Less than 10. Dahl. DeForce, and they are in. They found Talebou, and they are in for a goal. High pass count, not too high, but 28 passes to get their way in, Derbs.
Quite a lot of passes, but I don't think Belgium were ever in trouble there. They were moving the disc backwards, moving this laterally, having the confidence knowing when to shoot forward. So a good zone from Romania, pretty passive, but Belgium kind of happy to take that time to walk around it. And now we see the Belgium D-line out, hoping to get those breaks back. We did have a 3-break run from Romania, and a well-deserved break run. hoping Belgium can do the same. Like we said earlier, Belgium and Romania have already met, and there was a universe point with Belgium taking the win. So Romania also may be out for a bit of revenge. Teams get to learn lessons when they play each other this many times. In this mixed division, there's only 4 teams, so lots of opportunities to learn and grow against them. Second matchup for these 2 teams, though, and Belgium on the pull now.
Ideal that the second matchup of the 2 teams end up being the ones in the middle, and there's much more at stake, a chance to play for gold if a team can get ahead substantially here, or just win if you're Belgium. As Romania go to Jordash. The back pass. High over top, finds Jordash Tidfiler. Then gone deep, and Schade again, 2 hands high, fills in the gap, and Schade cannot be stopped right now. That is a man on fire.
Yeah, arguably a lot of the play is going through that young man, but it's not in a, he's doing everything. He is just a really trusted receiver and a really steady pair of hands as well. Not necessarily doing the highlights. That's a fantastic throw from both 2 players there over the front of the zone, and then just busting this beautiful flip deep. Schade getting up early, taking position, doesn't hit the immediate throw, and just waits patiently for someone else to move forward. And you can see how much it means to him with that fist clenched, mouth up in the air, screaming, yes!
Ready for it.
Romania want this.
Give me more, he says. Give me more. I'll take it all.
Has the other side of the bracket been decided, or is that happening as we speak?
Well, it's on the other side of the bracket because they just go into a placement round at the end of this. So the number 1 spot is sealed up. Italy will be the number 1 spot. They're 5-0. And the number 2 spot will get a chance to play for gold. The number 3 spot will get a chance to play for bronze or 4th. So, Belgium needing to find holds here and get their defense on the field. They flip through to Dumont. Now sent wide, high take, nice fake by Andrien to change the field. And some communication by DeForce, what he wants, using the offhand to guide. DeForce sends far sideline, gets himself Lechine. Now leading throws, DeForce gets it again. Wide side of the field, Thaler. And finds his way in. Dumont with the goal.
5-3 to Romania. Belgium still not yet to get that break back, but showing their excellence, I think, now. Knocked nervous a little bit by that Romanian side in the middle, but since then we've been trading. So Belgium have scored twice, Romania have scored once. So kind of back on serve with the play at the process of the game, but score-wise still trailing. Worth noting the weather. It's got a lovely still evening. Just a gentle breeze in the trees over there, but not a lot of weather impacting the play now. The only thing I would say is the sun behind Steph and I's head is very, very bright. We went in for a little throw between the gap of games, and I dropped many discs when they were thrown at me because of the sun.
Indeed, there was a lot of squinting going on, looking back towards our cameras. It was not made to be that easy, we'll say.
So it'd be interesting to see if any of these teams opt to force them into the sun and make it harder for them to see.
Yeah, not a bad option. When there's no wind or wet weather, the sun can be a weapon to use to your advantage, as Schade gets going there and moves it up 5 or 6 meters with a 2-player game. Now that one gets gobbled up. Knocked away. The defender runs through there.
Let's go, Belgium! Let's go! Let's go,
Belgium really needed that one. slash Splairs. And now Botequin, he dumps back, gets it again. Return throw.
Big fake.
On Ghent. Botequin. And gives and goes to center. Bat. Leads. Strong hand catch. Verstad. Low throw maintained. Dumethunaru. Flipper over the top. Botequin leads. Gives and in. For the goal and now the sideline erupts for Lamens and the goal.
Flags run onto the pitch. Two young boys there running around with their Belgian flags. I commentated on the Belgium's game yesterday, and I was really impressed with the way that they used every single player on the field, and that's a really good example of kind of utilising every player, using the width of the pitch, using the depth of the pitch, and their zone offence was pretty textbook there.
You were here yesterday commentating that game from Ghent.
No, I was doing it online.
From home, remote
From home,
commentary.
remote commentary.
So you were in Bristol commentating a game, got on a train, and then just decided to chuck the headphones on and do it live.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
You only live once, as the youth say. YOLO.
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 And with that says, you see the replay there. You only live once. You do get 4 timeouts a game, though, as you see the Belgians churn into their collective leap. We're going to take a short break at this timeout. We'll be back. It's 5-4, Romania up by 1 on Belgium. 5-4, Romania lead Belgium. Belgium just finding a break to bring themselves back within 1. Got a heck of a game on our hands here. Felix Chardlow, our producer, loving the Belgium offense, talking about their competency from player to player, each one of them showing some fluidity in the way they move. I kind of said, entertainment-wise, though, I quite like Romania.
You did say that. You did say that. But you've got to have like a good cop, bad cop. Felix wants Belgium. You want Romania. I want spirit of the game to win. No, I'm joking.
I don't think I want either way. I think I appreciate what both of them are doing. Entertainment value. I think what Romania's done has been a little bit more exciting, but mechanics and finite tactics of the game and appreciation of finite skills. I think what Belgium's doing is very, very, if not equally impressive.
Yeah.
Romania to their big stat getter, Shad. He puts a flipper over top and gets it to Sminty Chujic. Now goes back inside. Scafario goes to Jordac. Shad. Has a look, dumps back. Scafario to Shad. And the Belgian zone seems to have stopped Romania's ability to fire at will. Well read there. The defense had a sniff, but read well in the mid. It was too far in front. Sminty did a great job to receive, but too much on it, throwing for goal.
Yeah, I think potentially Romania being a little bit too passive in the backfield and then having to take riskier options. Credit to the Belgium zone there, really forcing them to do something hard.
Going back the other way. Flipper. Botecan. Then goes over to Bart. And Botecan uses the scoop pass once again. Botecan throws low, and they've given it back to Romania.
One of the Romanian players is running the wrong way.
That did happen. She worked out where she needed to be and got back in the right spot. It is now open, but looked off. Shad throws a nice one that's snaffled up by Scafario and then sent deep. And it's Sminty Chujic who collects the goal as Romania goes up 6-4. In fact, it was Wojciech. So Romania with the 2-point lead once again, just putting the hold on. They have a 3-1 advantage in terms of breaks, so they will get the disc back in the second half. That's when you will likely, or that's when they will have the opportunity to show what that advantage really looks like.
Yep.
If they can hold to open the second half.
Yeah, Belgium are going to be really hoping to hold here to bring it to 5-6. I think these are the points where it can start getting away from you. So they're going to want to make sure they're holding or breaking at every given opportunity.
Make some noise for Belgium!
As we hear the cheer, make some noise for Belgium, the Belgium O-line get going.
Move to the side, Combe. Dumont. Oh, shovel pass almost wobbles away, but DeForce hangs on. Dumont. Scoop over top. Call about. Goes back to Force and Combe. Upline lead. De Force. Goes all the way around. The Romanian defense comes in, and that could provide some space moving forward. The throw goes up and just over top into the hands of Ilar Kolavot. And Belgium get their defense back on the field and extend the half as the flags come a-flying.
That's so sweet. Always really impressed by other teams' camaraderie and support for each other. I think one thing that the Brits are is quite stoic sometimes. So if this was a GB sideline, I don't think there would be many people running on with flags, regardless of who was up or who was down. We just sit there and golf clap.
Well done.
Well done, you did lovely. Good work.
Do it again.
Same again, please. But that's what we wanted. We wanted to hold. So it's 5-6. Romania up just by 1.
Well, Belgium, this would be a very nice time for them to reciprocate a break and bring it to a 2-3 break score. They'd really need to score 2 and extend the half 2 points to be able to put it back on serve, as we say, meaning that it is... Our points go back and forth. The team that receives the pull has the advantage and the expectation to score, and if that doesn't happen, it's a break. And the amount of breaks is always the amount of difference in breaks is always the amount of difference in score.
Good maths.
At the end of the game, because in the first half, not always.
That's true. That is true. Big pull from that Belgian player.
Into Shad's hands. Shad goes wide. He hits. And it's in for Jordash. Over to Scafario and then given away. Belgium with a chance for that break. They move up quick. Botecan, who leads, and there was almost a chance offered there. Botecan going every other with Ongena there. And back to Botecan. Ongena widens the field to Bat. Finds space in the middle, but throws right to Shad, trying to thread the needle a bit too aggressively. Deep shot up, Santi Chujic going against Botecan, fading right. Second effort, Botecan did just enough. The foul looks to be called.
What are your thoughts on that foul call?
My initial thoughts are no, it wasn't. But I mean, sure, like he's got the right hand up early. But when he, a little bit of chest to chest there on their way down from it.
Maybe impacted the second effort.
Yeah. Oh, it's a tough call. I don't think Santi Chujic is out of line for making that call.
I agree. I think credit where credit's due. They had an amazing bid on that disc. Both players getting up nice and early and really being aggressive for it.
I really think it's minimal. Their bodies twist away from one another. Like, of course there is contact. It was minor contact. I don't think it was the contact that prevented the catch nor the second effort, but I'm not out there feeling that. And there is contact, so it is
by the
fair
law
to justify that was his opinion.
Yeah, and Romania got to go all the way back now. It was a big huck from Shard there, from one end zone to another. That would have been a fantastic goal if that had come off. I'm kind of sad. I wanted to just be like, whoa!
Fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic that was.
We like exceptionalism around here.
Shard with the disc.
That's kind of what we're in the business of. Shad goes back to Jordash and back to Shad. Will they air it out again? Santi Chujic staying in the deep space, but they find a wide open player in Del Uomo. Jordash, it's gone too high and smacked away. That strip call, I'm not accepted though. I was going to say, I'm not sure about is certainly what was coming out of my mouth.
Strip is uncontested. A little bit of ferocity from the number 5 shirt there. Jordash.
Oh, all right. The fingers were in. Romania twice have had it lost and found again. They continue to play. Scafario goes back to Shad. Low throw fake and then high and too much on it. No chance for Filer to go get it. Wind up, delivery. It is hanging. We've got a one-on-one in the end zone. And Scafario wins the battle with defensive position. Scafario brought to the line, blades one to Santi Chujic. He puts it deep. He's got Shad versus Botecan. Shad wins the race, and Romania take half 7-5, and they're going to get the disc back to start the second.
I'm so impressed by 21, Mario, and Shad. I think they've clearly got a really, really good connection, and it's super impressive to see. Both players really athletic and just clearly really know what they're doing, really confident.
Exceptional first half by the Romanians. Shad standing out, Sminti Chujic. The two boys doing a lot of the work on the stat sheet, but the women, Jordash, has been very influential on the offensive side of things. Filer getting herself involved very much so. Del Uomo late in the game, but Elisha Shad, 2 goals, 3 assists, and a block. He's had a pair of turnovers, but those pale in comparison to the positive work he's done. With this halftime taken, we're going to take a short break too. We'll leave you with these highlights and be back for second half action to see who moves on to the gold medal game. (7-5) Romania with a big lead, a big enough lead, 2 on the scoreboard. They're going to receive the pole to start the second half. They have a 3-1 advantage, and they have been playing the more liberal style of offense. Belgium had been maintaining their game plan, sticking to the disciplined style. It has stymied them with a couple of unforced errors. Again, chat at the break there. Our producer seems to believe that sticking with it, making the big guy run back and forth in the zone, get him tired out, may prove well and give the dividends deserved to the Belgians. I seem to believe that the Romanians have a bit more of a physical advantage at a couple major positions, and they're really using a small roster. And yeah, unless that fitness level really drops off, I just can't see them being stopped in too many positions.
I think I agree with you. I think Romania currently carrying the advantage just on confidence and execution. Seeing a couple of players having standout performances, but not in a way that it's selfish and they're doing everything, just driving the bus at the back and downfield. Interesting to see how it's going to play out, though. I think you can see the coaches on the screen there talking to Belgium, saying, come on, like in front of a home crowd, probably. let's keep pushing, keep the energy high. We've got a break, we just need to push for the 2 more, and then they're back on serve. And 2 breaks in a game, especially with nearly half the time left, plenty of time to get those.
Of course, the big man, the coach Yeller there, ex-player, came from being a high-level volleyball player as well, but has played for years for Belgian national teams. He was the MC at the pole contest last night as well.
Amazing.
But would have a deep well of knowledge to impart and share upon and to his team. And for the sake of the home crowd, that's what they're going to be hoping for. He has a lot of energy, that is for sure. So let's see what Belgium can come out with in this second half. They will get to dictate. Sometimes, now this is a weird thought, but sometimes like you work so hard to get your defense on the field because defense dictates the pace of the game. And sometimes after a tough first half, starting with your defense already out there, if you can manifest and make that into a break, that can start the break train with you without having the pressure of holding first. It's still, of course, an advantage to have possession.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be totally outlandish to say that, but something deep-seated psychology might say, like, hey, this is what we put our offense on the field for, is to get the D-line back out here.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on teams that always start on defense? Like opt for it?
Yeah, mistake.
Do you think?
I used to do that when I was younger, but statistically, you just get the disc one more time, and sure, there's not many games that go to chalk exactly the same amount of turnovers, but in that game where there's exactly the same amount of turnovers, you have the advantage.
It's true.
So that one extra possession to me is worth more than most other momentous or psychological advantages that you would get from playing defense first. And sure, taking the advantage of knowing, hey, we can swing with them in the first half and then we'll get the disc back to start the second. But you still are one offensive possession less if it goes to chalk.
It's true. It's very true.
All right, Romania. Shad and Scafariu kick things off, and now Iordache includes herself. High over top. Scafariu winds up, puts it away. Shad goes to Iordache. Low, but picked up. And then Scafariu, that roll is going to make it very favorable. It's going to be on the goal line.
It's unfortunate there, throwing into the wind and just didn't get enough sit on it, and the wind just pushing it down to hit the floor. Looking like Romania are going to be setting up in a zone on the front of the end zone.
On a goal line transition. Very interesting choice. Let's see if it pays off. Belgium, no matter what, happy with how this second half has started up until now.
Yeah, this is quite unorthodox, I would say, from a setup, but seemingly working so far.
Botecan goes backwards. Then inside, hits Bart. Onjena collects again. Jab step by Jacobs. And the zone choice so far looking good. Making the Belgians work, and this goes right through Bot there. Pick up by Romania. 3 women at the front of the zone, and a violation called for likely disc space.
Conversation happening about what the stall should come on in at, I think. Looking around, questioning. Disc is now in.
Shad throws low. Del Uomo picked up, sorry, that was Prutian. Voitu scoops over top. It's bounced, bobbled, and collected. Possession maintained. Now Scafario finds the sideline and gets it back.
They've put Shard in the deep space now. I think that's a sign that they want to get the disc to the end zone.
Yeah, they're gonna bang it next time Scafario gets the disc if Shad stays deep for 2 possessions like he has now. And
the wind-up's there, and
still,
it's gone.
I could see it coming, and it came, but Belgium win the defensive position and knock the disc down. I'd want to get it going because they're going to set up their zone. First pass into Dumont, low, and now a short field for Romania. A tough possession if Romania can get this score. Belgium have given themselves opportunities, but squandered thus far. Shad. Hammer. Scafario is the intended receiver and does cash in to make it 8-5. And they do benefit from the advantage of their good first half and hold to start the second.
Yeah, I think Romania just able to capitalize on both a gender mismatch in the end zone there and the face mark. And a beautiful hammer, just not sure if that gender mismatch, excuse me, was a mistake, whether there was a bit of a mismatch downfield and the female defender peeled off to take the male matching player off it, or if it's tactical. Sometimes teams choose to do gender mismatches and have women up front regardless of who's downfield, and then it ends up in mismatches, but you can really abuse those mismatches, excuse me, in moments like that. That's a clean hold though, well not a clean hold, far from it, but 8-5, Romania, Belgium.
Yeah, strong finish to that hold after they generated the nice field position. But as said, Belgium have got to be kicking themselves without being able to put that one in when they got it right on the goal line. An interesting choice, but one that paid off for Romania to put the zone on in transition in the goal. But it got them what they needed, and they went the whole way to the other side into another couple of possessions. But found their way in for a hold. Belgium getting going here. DeForce gives that one up to Dahl. And surely a strip, not called though.
Another opportunity for Romania.
Shad will pick up the 3 women in the front line of the zone. Shad does find the seam and gets that one through. Yordash with a fantastic throw. Shad lays out and catches it off his collarbone. Then inside throw and dropped out in front.
I think that throw was meant for Simonucek, but female player swooped in, an unfortunate drop, but a violation being called. I think the violation is being called because they weren't at the front of the end zone, but don't have to be.
No, not if you haven't moved at all. You can establish the pivot foot where you pick it up. Now DeForce leads forward. Sorry, that's Andrienne. And Andrienne again, inside DeForce. Quick movement there, keeps things going. Pais back to DeForce. Dump space, Dahl, DeForce. Dahl goes inside Andrienne. Dahl, low throw, but picked up Pais. She did well, I think, to not pull the trigger on that when the defense was closing. DeForce. Andrienne, DeForce. Still working against this zone that is thus far bent but not broke. Andrienne has to go backwards. Pais to Dahl. Low, got too excited and put it to the turf. Shad puts a blade over top. Creta catches. Scafario winds up and gives Shad, not at all the intended receiver, but may have got there. Sminty Trujic does collect, and then goes, whoa! Way too high. The wind got every little bit of that one.
Yeah, that was quite strange and had a knock in the end zone with 2 players there.
And you see the wind gust that just came as our cameras zero in on the EUF flags there, but the gusts are not consistent, but they're coming and going. Deep shot sent. The chase is on. Splaus, but he gets outrun and outdone by Shad. Shad winds up. Then he goes back to Scafariu. Shad has Scafariu just behind the wall and uses him, and then Jordash. Scafariu sends deep. Sminty Trujic gets the best of, I believe it's DeForce who is behind, but possibly a foul called. I'm not sure. I don't see clear hand signals. They are definitely in conversation.
I'm not sure. I think there's definitely a foul, but I'm not sure who called it. If Romania called it, they can just I'm having an absolute brain blank.
Well, they can just
retract it.
Yes, retract that call. But I'm not sure Sminty Trujic called that. I think that DeForce called that one. But I'm not sure he's in an excellent position to be calling that foul, running behind and on the chase.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I'm not sure what DeForce has seen there, but we're not him.
I mean, did Sminty Trujic back into him? No, I think, yeah, it is DeForce calling the foul there. And it's seemingly accepted. Oh no, it is contested if it's gone back. So an interesting foul call there. Not one I would have called if I was able to pick it from watching, but that's not the way this game's played.
No, late in the day, maybe a bit tired and seeing something that wasn't quite there, but Romania back moving this downfield now.
Creta to Scafariu to Shad. Around to Del Uomo. Inside, Scafariu does good to hang on to that one and then jacks it. Shad, the intended receiver. Hard contact on the landing, but everybody happy to get up.
Prime example of sometimes, even if you're shorter than your receiver, if you go up early and force them to go up early as well, the disc can sail over their head. I think Shad had the advantage height-wise, but was just kind of spooked by the defender going up.
Yeah, making it seem that there's some confidence that you are indeed going to get there.
Turning to be quite a long point this, 54 total passes with 6 turns, 3 turns apiece.
Yeah, she's a doozy, but these ones always feel like they count for more, and I'll tell you who needs it more right now is this team in possession, Belgium, DeForce. Wide side of the field. Page. Inside. Dahl and given right back. Shad winds up. I think it's too much, too fast, too low. He had a hard time finding the right angle to get it out in front of this wall. And
takes us to 8.
Oh, holy moly. Belgium continuing. Splaus gets it, gives it. Dahl gives it again, not in. Splaus is in, and these ones, as said, tend to count for more. Shad had his hands up giving it. His teammate Scafariu is arguing that it was not in.
I think that Shad is actually calling a violation instead of a travel.
Okay, I thought he was calling the goal.
No, oh no, there you go. No, I think he looked frustrated, so I think potentially, well, maybe I'm wrong. The disc it's been agreed that's an offensive hold for Belgium. That takes us to 8-6. It's by the by. Bit of a scrappy point from both teams there. Romania taking some big shots, maybe didn't necessarily need to. But I'm really impressed by this Romanian side. if you think about the program that Belgium has and has had for years and will have for years to come, we see Belgium at so many national tournaments. Maybe their club women's teams aren't as well known, but they have them. But Romania, I could not tell you a Romanian mixed team. I couldn't tell you a Romanian open team. So it's a massive credit that they are this good without having that like legacy program left behind and having that breadth of players being able to teach them.
I'm trying to see if I can come up with an open or women's club by looking through their bios quickly, but I'm unable to do that either. Transylvania Ultimate Frisbee.
We've got Nufu.
Tough. We did see Tough at indoor championships this year up in. But yes, it is. I had to really work my way through the mental Rolodex there and also work through bios on the internet to remember that I have seen an itsy-beatsy bit of Romanian Ultimate.
These Romanian players must watch a lot of Frisbee though, because a couple of Belgian players have been noted as their sporting heroes.
Who's that?
Dan Tobe, yeah.
Shocking. Back to Shad. Shad throws high over top to Scafariu. Shad. Jordash. Shad to Scafariu, and he gets it again. He is really going every other. Scafariu. Shad hangs onto the rim there. And they are forcing them backwards. Wojciech gets it again. And Scafariu has to make a play to hang on to that one. Wojciech.
See Shard moving into the deep space now, which to me suggests that they're not looking to move the disc forward anymore. They want to bang it.
Yeah, they've had enough of this. Get it to me in the deep space. I'll win this ball. Keep it high and keep it in bounds is the way some of my big receivers used to say it to me. Scafariu.
Moving back downfield now. Shard, look up.
And he's got himself a blade without cutting the fingers off.
I don't think he knew that was coming.
Shad, high release backhand, Wojciech. Scafariu, inside, Putian. Shad staying super dump, all alone, and they're happy to leave him alone in that space. Jordash. And the throw tries to go right through the defense in the teeth of it, catch a piece.
I think a bit of fatigue is starting to happen for Shard here. I think staying backfield, but maybe a little bit tired. I think they have played every point.
Yes, that is a certainty. Depressed in, and Belgium showing a few more legs as this game gets on. Oh, wow, Botekin. They got away with one there.
Well, it's like we said, Romania have only got 14 players, so more legs to spare. Whether that means that everyone's got the skill to take this game to a win, I'm not sure.
Botekin shoots open in the end zone, and Belgium answer back and break for a second into Asking's a hold in this break as they celebrate together to bring it back to within one.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Romania take a timeout here, and yeah, you can see the timeout signal going up, which means that I think Romania deserve a well-earned break. With just 17 minutes left on the clock, this is proving to be quite a close game after there was quite a significant deficit.
Here's another look. Nice throw, hits the mark. The 43 shirt there, collecting the goal. Dumitrunaru with that goal. And Belgium back to within one. Still 2 breaks away from victory, but time they have.
See Shad stretching out his quads can almost feel the fatigue that he must be feeling. To play every point, how many is that? 15 points in a row?
Yeah,
that's a tough ask.
Definitely not taking a sub.
Yeah, but you can't. 14 players, you can't just play 2 lines of 7. You want to make sure you're putting your best 7 on at all times. And with 14, you have the kind of pleasure of being able to put your best players on more without upsetting the people who aren't going to be playing as much.
Yeah.
But in the later stages of the tournament, it asks a lot of young bodies to go out and push, and you don't want to get burnt out. You don't want to injure them. You don't want to put them at risk. I think we saw in that last point, Shard maybe getting lazy, but not in an insulting way, lazy in a fatigue way.
Yeah. And later stages of the tournament, as you say, later stages of the game in a late stage of the tournament, even more so. You can still start a game and have that vigor and energy that you would start game 1 with, but it fades that much more quick as the game goes on. And again, against a larger rostered Belgian side here, that could be what turns the tide. It's what they'll need. We see number 12 take the field, Spiridon, and I think it's his first point, and it is the first point we don't see Shad taking the field.
Wow, we called it that he was looking tired. You could also talk about, as much as Belgium have got a bigger roster, they've also got a massive sideline. I reckon there's comfortably 70 people watching.
I think a bit more than that. I would say at least 100 here.
And most of them are wearing Belgium shirts.
Yeah, and smacking drums and flying flags and all sorts of things that fans love to do. Wojciech goes to Scafariu. Back to Wojciech, leads high, up the line to Scafariu. Wojciech goes back to Scafariu. He zaps one deep. Smithy Chujic, the intended receiver.
Wow.
And what a play, made the throw even better than the reception, but both ends beautiful.
Comfortable from Romania. That's more like how they wanted to play. I think they missed that tempo when we saw Shard getting a bit tired. So a great first point from some of the newer players being brought on, but really utilising that, like popping over the zone down the sideline, and then just the release out of that perfect flick. Almost unguardable. Belgian player gives us his best shot, but he knows when he's beat.
Yeah. I think there's some potential, like calling travels is always tough too, but Scafariu had a flick earlier where he really lifted that foot off the ground. It kind of like pops up. I believe he did it again there on that one, and it's a tough one to take away, but he needed his whole body to put into that, and it's one that had the defenders seen it, I think they would have had a very justifiable call against it.
Yeah.
On the lifted foot.
It does put a lot more power through what you are able to do. If you keep your foot down, you can only use certain parts of your body, but if you lift it up, you almost have more torque in your hips and your legs. More people do it than they care to admit. If you watch it with a magnifying glass, you see a lot of people doing it.
Lands and gets going. Dahl. Dumont and De Force. Dumont goes over to Crombé and De Force. Inside Dahl. Gainer to Crombé. De Force leads. Nice momentum here. Popped back. De Force. Good power position for a moment there, but they've gone back to center. Dumont. Full spin, De Force. Looks and gives Bart. Leaves a high catch for De Force, and Crombé has to switch all of her body momentum to get the right hand to that one. Low throw, fake, Romania maintain. And a little drop in communication causes the missed throw there.
Still no Shard on the field either, so another opportunity for Romania to get a score without using Shard, one of their kind of key players.
I'll tell you what, though, if Romania can take him off for 2 points in a row and get 2 goals, that would be a nice way to leave him on the shelf, give him that rest, and you know, the longer they can leave him now, the more he's going to have when he does eventually need to come back.
And also prove that this team doesn't rely on Shad. Sometimes I think when teams have a big player that does a lot for them, there's a kind of mentality that they're nothing without them, or that it all goes through them, and the only reason why they do well is because of that player. But you know, to score, if they could score 2 points in a row without him, it's a testament to the rest of the players on that team.
Yep, for sure. It will give them all sorts of confidence. Not like we don't need you, but we're good.
We can hang with you.
We can do this too. This is. We're not in trouble without you.
Yeah.
We like you. We need you. We're happy to have you. But take your breaks, and we got this covered.
Take a sit. Interesting call happening here. From my perspective, I have no idea what's happened.
Me either. I know the fellow with the crutches came on. He was right in the middle and was asked to leave by his teammate, a Belgian player and a Belgian sideline
supporter. Would you depart, please?
Yes. Bag in play. Scafario. Wojciech to Jordash. Ooh, that one came out at an odd
spin move.
Yeah, but it did hit the target. Jordash, high stall count, gets it out and around. Krutian to Jordash. Scafario goes too far. Belgium have a chance here. And they've done it! Pellichan in for the goal. Belgium back to within 1, 8-9, getting the hold there after giving it away for a moment.
10 minutes left on the clock. Do you reckon we're going to get to 13?
No. We're going to get very close.
12? 12?
Yeah. I think we'll get one away.
Okay.
Shad is back.
Rested for 2. Back on for the offensive point.
Getting chilly.
A little chilly. Just put my jumper back on. The sun has, well, actually it's not really set yet at all by any stretch, but
pushed to the far side of the field.
It's left me, and now I'm feeling a little bit cold.
Here is the pull. Bacht sends one, and Sminty picks it up. Scafario. And Shad to Scafario. High over the top and does well. Depressed was underneath and really pestering to find herself in the way, but Scafario did well to take it high. Low, and then does well to take it low. Jordash. Back to Shad. Krutian to Shad. Blasted deep. And Smintic makes a fantastic play between 2 defenders. Sends back to Jordash. High to Shad. Shad gives Scafario. He goes the other way, and just enough pressure. There is a call.
I would like to see Shad push upfield a little bit more. I think they're a big receiver. I think if they swapped places with one of the players in the stack, it's almost a sure goal. I can see the foul there, so I think that's an uncontested foul, and I think that's probably fair.
I agree. I thought it was there. There was contact from the back of the body. But it did prevent the goal. Not like you should foul in order to prevent the goal, but it will.
Stop the momentum.
Yeah. Deny the immediate goal. Shot couldn't be spotted right away. Then the low one, Jordash, the recipient, and they do get on the board one way or the other, Romania.
Been really impressed by Mara Lashad. Clearly a very, very competent handler, but also really confident in the downfield. 14, been playing for 4 years, since they were 10, and quite a sweet one. She's wearing her brother's number, who can't play this tournament because he's injured.
Oh.
So that's a nice touch.
Well done, Mara Jordash. Timeout being taken by Romania. Indication they are collectively calling down the other way, so the Belgians know all about it and can reciprocate. You see the 4 stats presented there as Mara Jordash gets that throw to Mario Sminticiuk. And we're going to take a short break here too. Mario, look at that stat line, 3, 3, and 1 with a couple turns. He's getting it done. We will take a short break. We'll be back for the pointy end of this game. Don't you go anywhere. Get there. Yes, he will. The lovely did. Romania with the lead over Belgium. Belgium have gotten their hands on a second half break to reduce that, and they will have a chance to hold here. Time is ticking away, but plenty of opportunity for the home team to get this momentum and the scoreline back. Derbs, you been enjoying this one?
This has been a really good game. Probably one of my favorites of the day. We were just talking in that timeout that it's such a contrasting style of the way these two teams play. And it's been great to see both sides of kind of more contained offense and then some real big moments of sky balls. And I think it's just been a great game.
Yeah, it's had a little bit of everything. And it's very easy to start enjoying this one as Romania and Belgium leave it all out on the field. Bart, who's to Paget. Back to Bart. Sorry, that's Pais. Now to Andrienne, Dumont, and Deforce. Popped out dangerously over the zone and collected on the second effort after the first leap. Deforce. Dumont. Wanted to go around, but relies on the 1 meter throw. Pais.
Beautiful shot.
Yep, back to Andrienne. And Deforce. Romania have stuck with this zone defensively on, I believe, every pull chase. We've seen nothing but it from the pull. Pais. And it's been effective enough. The pass count for Belgium has got to be way up over the course of the game.
Yeah, we'd like to see that at the end. Oh,
Well,
here you
there-
go on the screen now.
There you go.
Almost double.
Goodness gracious. And they found their way in. They hold there. DeForce is fired up. Getting the fist pumps is that young man. Ton de Force, the 13-year-old with 5 years of experience. A offensive handler who says look for his give and goes and some pucks here and there. So he's getting it done. A local boy from Ghent doing it in front of the home crowd. Not just the national home crowd, but the municipal home crowd too.
That's nice.
Timeout called by, I was about to say Ghent after reading the De Force bio there, but by Belgium, of course. 9-10, 79 minutes. I think they realize that this is the last timeout they might be taking, so they're going to use it, get themselves their last tactics, their last strategy. What more can we do? Of course, Amelia.
Hello.
What would it mean if this point, they're going to have to play 2 points still, no matter what, at least 2, because...
Timeout before the point started.
Yes, so they're going to play the next point. The whistle will go amidst the next point, unless that... Hang on.
It's been a long day.
If the next point starts,
in the next
whistle
10.
goes,
Yeah.
then they play that finish.
Yeah.
They play so it will be, if Belgium can break on the next point, it's going to go to Universe.
Yes. You are right.
That would be exciting.
Yes, because yes, that would be exciting. It would be. Sorry, my brain is turned to like smoothie.
I know all about this. Sometimes I say that the only thing keeping my brains in is the headphones on a day like this, and now you know what I talk about. But it is. You call a lot of similar situations over and over again.
Yeah. I feel like we need to have some sort of Bible where it's like brain malfunctioning book. This is the rule. These are the rules.
Yeah. How to maintain some composure. We're doing a great job, but not as good as they are out there. This game is a show put on for the masses. Romania have been in the driver's seat throughout the bulk of it, but Belgium are here to play, and they have a chance to take it to Universe Point, and then from there, anything can happen. Maybe even take it away as Shad lets the pull hit the ground in front of him.
Belgium committing to having these 3 women up front.
Shad, your dash. Pressure mounting in every pass right now. Scafario throws high to Shad. Shad goes under. Smitty-Chiuk. Shad back to Smitty-Chiuk. Smitty-Chiuk goes to Scafario. And now Shad. Low and hits Yardash. Oh, goodness, just got through. But now they're on the front foot. Slowed down only just as the zone front catches up. Shad goes to Christian, and Yardash lets it bounce
have an
off
injury
the
call
hands. And she has called the injury.
I think unfortunately that disc just conked her right on the nose.
Yeah, I think it's very possible that that is indeed what happened. Get the tear ducts running. Hopefully that's all, but it really does reset the face, taking 175 out of the schnoz.
Yeah, we've all been there, and it is eye-wateringly painful. Big loss, though.
Yeah, Yardash, a stronghold for the Romanian FMPs. But Dumont, oh, he's giving it right back. What a play by Prutean, and Shad can pick up. Chance to go ahead. There's no chance to win the game yet. Scafario leads inside to the number 6 shirt of Del Uomo, and now back to Shad. Shad throws high. Scafario again, only meters away, and knocked away in the nick of time. Let's have a look at that one again. What a layout to retain possession.
Oh, I thought it was a goal.
The flag bearers thought that they had the green light, to hit the field, but it was a D and not a goal.
Nearly. Soon, maybe.
And Belgium hoping for a bit better of a play this time. There's an open receiver. She is, hit and put to ground. Verhofstadt can't hang on. It was not perfect. And another D, but a foul called there. The run through by Botecan.
Let's have a look.
Let's have another look at this one. I think he did go through the body a little bit there.
I think so.
He went with the right hand. The left shoulder was still grazing at minimum his back.
Yeah.
I think there is some legitimacy to that foul call.
Yeah, I can understand that. But unfortunately contested, going back to Simontucic.
Shot, pops over top. Smiticic goes across. Britan, Sacario. Shot, pops, and Del Uomo comes running under. Wide and around, Scafario to Shad.
Shad really becoming a professional at those high release over the female upfront matching, which is very clever because it leaves players downfield who are female matching covered by a man, which is making it harder for them to progress the play. I do think that Shad potentially needs to push upfield a little bit more. Clearly a really competent hander, but by far the biggest receiving threat.
Yeah, make himself a target. He's done it later in points, earlier in this game. Now he gets on the front foot as the handler. Shad goes up and over again, and they are chipping away at these meters. Scafario goes to Shad and Scafario again. Fakes to Shad and then goes.
Uncontested foul.
Uncontested foul accepted immediately by Bart, and Romania will maintain possession. Scafario with the disc, has it popped up over to Shad. Shad puts one for goal. Taken! What a grab by Smiticic, and it is a game to 11 now. Sorry, that will be the 11th game to 12.
Brain soup.
The
brain soup.
Board hasn't changed quite yet.
That's fantastic. A really great receiver is Simticic.
Sminticic is what I think. I have corrected myself 2 or 3 times with even the phonetic spelling I've given myself as cues.
I'm trying really hard, and if you watch this back, I really am sorry.
You're doing a great job. We're doing our best here as there, but wow,
That's fantastic.
What a take. He has had a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
4 goals, 3 assists, and a block. Really taking matters into his own hands when they've needed him. And now Belgium with their backs against the wall. They have to hold and break twice to win this. They need a run of 3. They've not been able to do more than 2 in a row at any stage in the game, but as we've said, the longer this game has gone, the more advantage has shown for their potential.
4 goals for number 21 there.
Crowd really getting into it now.
Great pull.
Divorce.
Comfortably received as well.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Nice. Comes all the way across. Calabout. And Calabout goes back to Botecan again. Pais. Dumont. Dumont goes to Deforce. He pops high after a couple backhand fakes. He's throwing very confidently out there right now, late in this game. DeForce steals that one away from Dahl and wants to be everywhere. This one gets up the line. Colabut goes back to DeForce. DeForce goes all the way across. Botecan is there. And the next throw, too far. A chance exists for Romania to take this game. Game point available. Shad wants to do it in one. He's gone to Scafario. He's got airplane arms out early and makes good with them. He comes down with the disc. 12-9. Romania take this one, but Belgium fought right to the bitter end.
Yeah, that's a great game from Romania. Like we said earlier, they're a small frisbee country. Not many club teams coming out of there and not many national team representation opportunities. So this is a great opportunity for them. And Belgium fought really, really hard, but I do think today that Romania were just the better side. With 14 players, to play like that, to play through some key players, but to play pretty fair, I think that's a great showing from them. I'm happy for them.
Yeah, I think so too. They definitely did play through some key players. Their statistics showed up very thoroughly through three particularly. Scafario, Smith, and of course Shad carrying the Yeoman's load for this team. Over 66% of the scoring on goals and assists by those three players. But as you said, late in the tournament, 14 players. They are strong players in a small program. They never made it a guys-only game. We're just going to throw to each other. They used the whole team, and they really should be proud of themselves, as should all the Romanian spectators who have been watching and supporting, because they put on a heck of a show to get themselves a win and a chance to play for the gold medal tomorrow against the Italians.
Yeah, which is going to be a great game. It's going to be exciting. Oh, we've got the stats brought to us by Force. Thanks very much to our friends at Force. Anything standing out for you there?
I mean, break chances 4 for 10 rather than 2 for 9 is a nice 40%er there. Otherwise, I mean, no, clean holds 5 to 4. It's quite well balanced.
It's very well balanced, yeah.
Romania did just a bit more with their break chances, and they only got one more chance. They cashed in twice more. It's close on the scoreboard.
It would have been good to see the passes.
Yeah, I mean, I think we saw it earlier. It's about 260 to 180.
Yeah.
And, you know, the Belgium having to work a lot harder. Romania stayed in that zone from beginning to end. And, you know, just a great clash of styles there. There we do see the passes. Felix happy to get them up 289 to 220.
Romania probably collecting most of those passes towards the final end of that game, because at the beginning they were very clean.
Yeah, and, you know, Romania, congratulations. Big win, late tournament at your first ever Youth Euros, what we speculate might be their first ever international European tournament, playing as a nation. Well represented. Loved seeing the Belgian contingent assemble on the sideline and give the support for their home team. The third part of their delegation also having an open and a mixed women's side. So great day at the park here in Ghent.
Absolutely.
I think that's going to do it for the day. We're going to have some highlights for you on our way out of here. Enjoy them as the program comes to an end. But at the end of another wonderful day, before we do let you go, we'll let you know that tomorrow we have, of course, more action. We'll have semifinals in the women's division, open, and then the bronze medal in mixed. Then we'll come back after a short break to have the mixed final, the women's final, the open final, and of course that will take us to the end of the championship tournament. So plenty of action left tomorrow. Be sure you're back and tuned in for all of it. Of course, there's other streams available beyond just this one. The other semis will both be on the VO streams, as will the bronze games in the women's and open division. So all the action is available. For Amelia Durbin, a wonderful day at the office. Thanks for being alongside.
Pleasure to be here.
I've been Stefan Rapazzo. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time.
All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make. It's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like okay. You never leave my thoughts. And I can't get out my head. I just can't stop thinking about you. I just can't stop thinking about you. I just can't stop thinking about you. I just can't stop thinking about you.